Well, 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 well. What a night. What a night tonight. I want to say good night to the people, the good people of constituency number 4. I want to hear you. I want to hear you from New Guinea. I want to hear you from Halfway Tree. I want to hear you from Godwin Gut. I want to hear you from Natty Heights. I want to hear you from Conyers. I want to hear you from Middle Island, from Birchills, from Lamberts, Middle Island, All Road, Challengers. We're ready for them. We're ready for them. We're ready for them. Grand for sure in number 4. Well, I am so happy tonight. I'm feeling the energy. And I want to say from the start to thank the good people of constituency number 4 for reposing their trust and their confidence in me all along my political career, and more specifically in 2015. And I know you will on June the 5th again repose your trust and your confidence in me. I want to thank the young people, the Limitless Band that we had before us, Vicious Styles and Ivy 5, to show the talent in constituency number 4. My team has always said to me, I don't talk enough about myself and I don't blow my own trumpet. And I tell them I don't really like to blow no trumpet because that is not me. I am not in no blowing of no trumpet. But the last time around, they brought me good friend the ghost. Now they bring a jumbie. But I'm more like what the Prime Minister has said. I like the pinders who they bring. But what I want to say to you, I'm going to say a couple of things here to you tonight to make sure I carry the same message that my grandmother gave me years ago. And she said it not for the want of tongue why cattle don't talk. Not because they hear me on a political platform. I'm not saying anything about myself. I have a long history. But I don't like to talk about the history. But sometimes they say you got to talk it. Because if you ain't talk it, nobody gonna know. You see, I want to talk about my journey along the political campaign and the political history in this country. You see, my journey in the politics started from when I was about 10 years old. I remember when I was 10, I was then handing out flyers in Old Road by my grandmother's shop. Miss Taylor, they used to call her. For those of you who know, who are old enough, Miss Taylor, with the shop in Old Road, where my political office is presently, is where the shop was on the side of the shop. That is where my grandmother lived. And my great-grandmother lived there also. And for those of you old enough, she named Rogi. She mouth was hot like pepper. I remember Rogi. You see, I want to tell you something tonight that you may not remember or you may not have heard me say it before. I came back from university in 1991. And one of the first letters I got in 1991 when I came back, you see, just now me popular, just now me popular. When I came back in 1991, One of the first letters I got was a letter under the hand of Denzel Douglas, congratulating me for passing the bar, etc., etc., coming back to the country. And then he sent somebody because they wanted me to join the Labour Party. Wanted me then to join the Labour Party. I turned that down. I could have jumped on the Labour bandwagon. But I knew then in 1991 what kind of devil he was and he is and he will remain. So I couldn't join him. But I want to tell you, you hear them talking. And when they talk, they want to say, I this and I that. And I went to Harvard University. Yes, I went to Harvard. Well, Harvard University is the best university in the world. A grudge, they grudge. You understand? They talk about he got money, so you must go back. Tell them you got to get grades to get into Harvard. You got to get the grades. But I want to tell them since I small, I playing cricket down in Lamberts for the Lamberts cricket team. Since I small, I playing football for Ghetto Stars. Since I small, I playing for the strikers team in the first division, in the second division, football in this country. I'm a sportsman at heart. I represented the national team at 14 in table tennis. What are they talking about? Me talented. And I could dance. What are you? Champion. I want to tell you tonight about deception. I want to tell you tonight about deception. And to show you deception. See deception there? Deception is in the picture. Imagine. Oh Lord, people are falling. Deception. What I want to tell you is deception is at the root of my opponent. Deception. I mean, what problem you have with how you look? You mean you got to take Photoshop to make a man who's 66 look like 19? Come on, man. Deception. And I want to tell you, I'm going to break him down and show you that because of deception, you can't vote for them. It got to be Grant for sure. It has to be Grant for sure. Absolutely. I want to say to you, when you talk about deception, you see, when you talk about deception, you got to remember this too. Because the man called Pinders was the one at the heart of the SAFE program in the country in 2013 before the government changed. He got $50,000. $50,000. $50,000. What happened to the camera people are sleeping? Eh? $50,000 for the SAFE program. See it there? Up to now, we ain't paid 1 cent of that $50,000, and they want to talk about people. No, let me start on them, you know. No, let me start on them. Pay back the money. I want to tell you, deception. Deception. Imagine. Since 2009, I going with the slogan, Grant for sure, in number 4, since 2009. He just come on the political scene and want to use my slogan about he is for sure in number 4. It was Grant for sure in number 4 since 2009. And right now in 2020, it's still Grant for sure in number 4. Deception. Deception. Because they went to run Simako, the old Simako, run it down, close it down, run it without electricity for months until it closed down. And guess what? The man can't even sell sweetie. Can't even sell sweetie. And here what he said. He is the shadow minister as the next minister of tourism. You want to hear on tourism? No way. And he now running a small business. Well, I want to tell you something. I was at the Challengers Town Hall meeting several weeks ago. You remember when we went there? And one of the things I talk about is the fact that the man who is the Jumbie, who run against me, the same Pinders, he never had no lights in his house in Lambots. Do you know, just leading up to this general election, he lights all of a sudden gone on. He lights all of a sudden gone on. But you know how he lights get on, man, I tell you. He certainly didn't pay to put the lights on. The same old labor. That's what's happened to them. We can't afford a man like them. They're running any ministry because they're going to run it down and the ministry will only sell sweetie when it's done. I am running in this election. I am running in this election to continue the progress we have made in constituency number 4. And number 4, like the country, is headed in the right direction. Constituency number 4, I want to use Jonel's slogan. I hope you ain't vexed with me tonight. But I got your back, and I know you have my back too. I welcome the opportunity to continue to represent you. And I can represent you bigger and better. I mean, in 5 short years, your team unity government has been working on building a stronger, bigger and better future for St. Kitts and Nevis. That is what we are here doing, working 24/7 for you. Night after night, day after day, we're working. We want to give you a future of bigger homes, more homes, safer streets, a better economy. That is what we're working for you about. I mean, look at COVID-19. COVID-19, the pandemic, is the greatest threat to the world at the moment, and certainly the greatest threat to us. And I want to thank our Prime Minister. I want to thank our Prime Minister, Timothy Sylvester Harris, for his sterling contribution and management of the economy. Give him a round of applause. And you know why we have to thank him? Because he has a steady hand. He has a sure hand. He understands what government is about and what he needs to do at any critical moment in time. Because we have made surplus after surplus after surplus after surplus. And when we get the surpluses, I will go to him, Harris, and say, look, man, let's spend some of this surplus and get some more things going. He said, no, hold on. We have a lot of money, but we don't know what can happen. Let us save for the rainy day. I said, what rainy day? You know, see the sun shine? No rain will come. But COVID-19 is our rainy day. And our rainy day has come, and guess what? We have the money here. We have the money to cushion the effect for you. And that is why we could give you $1,000 a month on the stimulus program. When others can only give you $300, when others can only give you $600, when some can only give you $602, St. Kitts and Nevis, under the leadership of Timothy Harris, is giving you what? $1,000. We will not be swayed. And I see the camera focusing on my yellow shoes. I see the camera focus again. They're focusing on my yellow shoes. Yes. You understand? But I am saying we will not be swayed about our plans to develop and progress St. Kitts and Nevis. We will not be distracted. We are focused on the betterment of the people of constituency number 4 and beyond, and the whole country of St. Kitts and Nevis. We are focused on the job that we have to do. You gave us a job. You put your trust and your confidence and your pros that enough to do a good job. And have we done a good job? Have we done an excellent job? We have done an excellent job giving you a stronger and a safer future. I didn't come up here tonight to talk no tourism and no ministries. But really and truly, I have to talk a little about it. And I'm talking a little 2 minutes on it. Because I want you to understand the strength of St. Kitts and Nevis, the strength of tourism, and the strength of our entire economy. They interviewed me just after nomination day, a day or two ago. And they've asked me about my achievements and what I've done. And you know what I told them on your behalf? I told them on your behalf, the last number of passengers I'm going to give you when the government that was left the office, was 638,000 passengers in 2014. That's the last time they were in government. And what is it now? We broke record after record after record after record to bring it from 638,000 to $1.2 million. Give your team unity. Look up, oh Lord, look at Coop here. Look. 1.2 million, it means that we increased the number of passengers into St. Kitts and Nevis by 100% in 5 years. Isn't that a government working for you? But we have not stopped there. We realize the growth potential. And we said, look, we have to build a second cruise pier. So what we did, we built a second cruise pier, $140 million. Give your team unity a round of applause for their economic development. Everybody knows it, bravo, a champion. I'm saying to you, that's development. We have this strip development, $7 million. Give yourselves and the country and your government a round of applause. I mean, I could stay here all night and talk about tourism and what we have done. But I want to focus some attention on constituency number 4. Because sometimes I hear them say nothing happening. And you know, sometimes you listen to people, and when you listen to them too much, you start to doubt yourself and believe them. It ever happened to you? You come up here and you say, look, this bottle got in water. And then somebody tell you, I think I water, you got in lemonade. And then 4 people saying they got lemonade. And then you start to doubt yourself. Oh, they don't drink half it, and it's water, He said, it must be lemonade for you. But I want to tell you, don't take them later on. Let us start down in Halfway Tree. In Halfway Tree, we built a brand new basketball court in Halfway Tree. Halfway Tree, I want to hear you. I want to hear you make some noise, Halfway Tree. We put in a new set of water distribution line in Challengers so water could flow into Challengers and constituency number 4. Give yourselves a round of applause, number 4. And we ain't only just put on the court in Halfway Tree now. We gave them brand new backboards like in the NBA. That is how we treat our people in constituency number 4. I want to talk about a program, 2 programs, which are dear to my heart. And in fact, when they interviewed me a day or 2 ago, and they asked, what would you term to be your best accomplishment for the last 5 years? I didn't tell them about the passengers coming, 1.2 million passengers. I didn't tell them about that. I did not tell them that we built a pier for $140 million. I did not tell them that. I didn't tell them about the strip, 7 million. I didn't tell them about Black Rocks, some 4 or 5 million. I didn't tell them about that. You know what I told them about? I said to them, I run 2 programs which are dear to my heart. The HARP program, HARP, H-A-R-P, homework and reading program. And my greatest coordinator, Leisha, in the house. Give her a round of applause, Leisha. My HARP program. And the HARP program is where Leisha and others like Valencia, like Miss Brown, they teach the students who need some help and can't do all the work in the school, so we help them to read. We have a reading program and other things. And they come, and those teachers do it voluntarily. Give them a round of applause again, please. Leisha, Valencia, Miss Brown, all of them. And I told them about my breakfast program. And I love the breakfast program. See the children. I started off giving breakfast to 25 students. I would get up 5 o'clock in the morning with my wife when she dig me up. When she dig me, because I love sleep. She dig me up, she said, Lindsay, we got to make the breakfast. So me get up 4:30, and I grind in my teeth and I want to sleep, but I'm thinking about the children who come to school and need something to eat. And we prepare 25 breakfasts every morning. And guess what happened? I underestimated it. I started on I think for 3 days a week, I think it was, no, 2 days. Monday and Wednesday, I think it was. And then I went Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We started serving 25 breakfasts. Now we serve 125 breakfasts every morning, Monday to Friday. And I want to make it clear to those who are listening, this is not a government program. This is a program out of my pocket with the sweat and the effort and the contribution of all those workers like Meadow. I don't like to call names because I forget. But Meadow and the rest of them, Dottie, I don't like to start to call names. But about 10, 15 of them. I love them bad. Thank you, Meadow and the rest of you. And I used to go every day. But I have it under so much control that I don't even have to go now. It's well taken care of by my group of volunteers. Thank you, volunteers. And that is why I'm asking for 5 more years to continue all my programs. But I want to tell you, it ain't going to happen. But God forbid I don't succeed, the programs will still go on. But But I know history will be made on June the 5th because in every single box I can beat them. Whip them in box 1, whip them in box 2, whip them in 3, whip them in 4, whip them in 5. Licks.
Yes, I love I, touch I, jamai. We must win, we must win, we must win, we must win. Yes, I.
Boy, the meeting's sweet. The meeting's sweet. DJ, give me again. The meeting's sweet.
We must win, we must win.
Please turn up. I want to say to you tonight, I want to tell you about the rehabilitation of the fisheries complex in Old Road. We're spending another $6 million there to make sure the fishermen, look at it, beautiful, almost complete, $7 million fisheries program complex in Old Road. Houses in Conyers, houses all over, roads in Virchiles, roads in Harry Phipps, roads in Corn Phipps, roads in, but I want to talk about this one, a slogan on this one. Because for years, Godwin Gut has been neglected. Years Godwin Gut has been neglected. And the only reason why they neglect Godwin Gut is because I get 100% support down in Godwin Gut. Godwin Gut, I want to hear you. And so the people of Godwin Gut have been complaining because after every hurricane, water washed through the house, take down all the furniture, mash up all the place. Every hurricane that comes and the gut runs, that's what happened. And I want to say to you tonight that as we speak, the gut in Godwin Gut is almost completed. And I give them something more than what they wanted. We also giving them a road that they never had because they walk and drive on dirt road all their life. So Godwin Gut is getting a brand new road. As we speak, Godwin Gut, I want to hear you. 2, 3, 4 months ago, when I was walking, doing house to house in Lamberts, every single door I knock on, every single door I knock on. What is your challenge? What is your challenge? The road in Lamberts. The road in Lamberts. They've been driving in potholes for the last umpteen years. And the farm, well, the one before him, Mr. Herbert, lived right there with potholes in front of him. Years. And when they told me about the problem down in Lamberts, and I called the Minister of Public Works and Infrastructure, that road was repaved in less than 1 week. Big up Ian Patches Liable from number 1. Look, I could talk all night, but the real fact is, I know you want to hear the Prime Minister. I want to hear him too. Mr. DJ, play the music.
Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows say bravo, a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows say bravo, a champion.
I want to say to you that while we have achieved much, there is a lot more work to do. While we have achieved much, there is a lot more work to do. Every time I sit down with my team over the last 10, 12, 14 days, I said to them, I know we're winning big. The numbers are big. That is why I'm confident that is in every single box they're going to get some licks. But I said to them, that is only on the paper. That is only on the paper. We have to get out the vote and get out the vote early. Get out the vote and get out the vote early. By 12 o'clock, I want to be drinking a Carib because I don't know we got all our votes we needed to in the box and counted. And it goes for all the candidates of Team Unity. We want you to get out the vote and get out the vote early. So if it's a PAM candidate, you look for the name, you look for the hat, and beside the hat, you drop the X in the box. If it's a candidate of the PLP, you look for the name, you look for the SAR, and you look for the box, and you drop your X in that box. If it's a CCM candidate, you look for the name, you look for the box, you look for the symbol, you see the hammer, and you put the X in the box right by the hammer. And that means that whether it is PAM, whether it is PLP, whether it is CCM, it means it is equal to Team Unity for another 5 years of running the country.
We must win, we must win, we must win, we must win. Yes, I love I.
And I want to go to my plans. I want to end with my plans. Because I told the Prime Minister, I said, Mr. Prime Minister, we have gone through one term and we have done remarkably well during those 5 years. And I'm not saying we have done remarkably well because I'm talking about what I'm saying. I am feeling it from the people. The people are saying it, and the people say one good term deserves another. And they said, Mr. Prime Minister, in constituency number 4, we have been without a fire and police station of our own. We are moving from house to house to house to house a police station. And the Prime Minister has said to me that after the next general election on June the 5th, one of the first orders of business, we're going to ensure that in the next term, the constituency number 4 gets a brand new fire and police station. I promised the people the last time around that they were going to get a music studio, state of the art, because there were so many talented youngsters in the constituency, and I want you to give them a round of applause for the enormous amount of talent that we have in constituency number 4 in the musical industry. But I did not forget them. It is not complete, but I did not forget them. Because as I speak, the state-of-the-art equipment is in a container waiting for the building to be built. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I know we started it in Virchilds, but we got to finish the job to make sure that Old Road, Virchilds, Middle Island, Lamberts, all the constituency, you have a first-class, state-of-the-art music studio. That is what I'm giving them. And in the term, as you know, we're doing the Old Road Bay. That will be finished. The fisheries project, that will be finished. But I want to leave a signature project. I want to leave a signature project. And on this paper, I'm saying we have to build a brand new road from Old Road to Phillips's and open up all those lands, the lovely lands through there. And so we could reach Phillips's from Old Road in like 10 minutes. Yes, and I never drive through them dirt roads and so back. Somebody said I walk through them. It's a beautiful area. Constituency number 4, I have a lot in store for you. I want playgrounds in Conyers, playgrounds in Old Road, playgrounds in Middle Island. We want playgrounds because a lot of the children, them don't have anything to do playing in the streets. I am promising you 3 brand new playgrounds in my constituency. And constituency number 4, you have been very good to me. Constituency number 4, I have been in the political arena since 2000. I've been fighting in that constituency since 2000. I ran in 2004. I knew I wanted to cheat me. But I took my defeat like a man. I dust off my coat, dust off my shirt, and I went again. In 2010, I now win again. But I dust off my shirt and I went back because if they know me, I don't give up. I came back in 2015 and I won the seat thanks to the good people of number 4. But I want to tell you from number 4 tonight, me no want to win by no 36. Me no want to win by the 100. I don't want to win by no 200. I want a big win in number 4. I want 370 in number 4. Constituency number 4, these are uncertain times. You can't put your trust and your confidence in deception. You can't put your trust and confidence in deception. Because if deception is at the core of your platform, it's only going to end in deception. So I'm saying to you, number 4, this election, we face a clear choice. In this election, we face a clear choice. We can risk the progress we have made by moving back to the past with unsafe streets, sky-high IMF debt from the same old labor. Or we can move forward with team unity to a stronger, safer future. A future with safer streets, better homes, where we create new jobs and generate new opportunities for our young people. Our record of team unity has shown that when things are down, like COVID, we respond to it in a timely and effective manner. I want to say to you, let's stay together through all of this. Let's stay together through thick and thin. And on election day in constituency number 4, there is only one where there is a clear choice. It is either Lindsay Fitzpatrick Grant in number 4 or it is Lindsay Fitzpatrick Grant in number 4. Grant for sure in number 4. Grant for sure. Grant for sure. God bless you and good night.